5. High-level eating. Last time, I explained how the identity of two different yet similar people led to premature death for one and a fulfilled, disease-reversed life for the other. Both had diabetes. One of them beat it with lifestyle changes. I know I've focused on the mental aspect of living lately. It's not what you specifically signed up for when you met me. I'm the plant girl, nature girl, farm girl, plant cooking chick. But I also know through working with many people for over a decade that your problems aren't really about food. It's about all the shit behind the food. The emotions, thoughts, and confusion. So this week, I'll jump back into food with something I call high-level eating. Knowing information like this is how you ignore trends and look at the real benefits of plants and whole foods. By the way, I no longer subscribe to the rule of shop on the outer ring of the store for weight loss. It's more outdated information that's only half the picture. A lot of the foods on the outer ring are toxic, and some of the foods on the inner ring are healthy. Fat. It won't make you skinny. I have good news for you. If the keto diet sounds too difficult for you, I have an easier, truly natural lifestyle, not diet, that helps you lose weight permanently and reduce or eliminate medication. After all, that's my thing. Simple lifestyle changes that get you healthy without breaking the bank or falling for dangerous trends. We all want a quick fix, but some of these diets create lifelong issues years later. It's not magic that gets you lean, strong, and healthy blood work. You're the magic pill. I know most people from teaching nutrition or cooking. I ask why they joined classes or what they wanted to gain out of it. And here are the common themes. I want to lose weight. I want to make better food choices or say no to bad food choices. I want to heal. I don't trust Western medicine as much as I used to. I'm looking for versatile, well-rounded recipes. I want to be with like-minded people. I have IBS, food intolerances, or some variation of a digestive issue, which has been a passion of mine since working for a hospital GI doctor in 2003 to 2005. I have hypoglycemia. I want to be excited about cooking, or at least enjoy it enough to do it. I need options for gluten-free, diabetic, and dairy-free. I have hypothyroidism, I'm pre-diabetic, have hypertension, or high cholesterol. I need healthy options for food as medicine. I need to control blood sugar with low GI foods. Notice the common theme? Using food as medicine. When you look deeper, though, a lot of this is just confusion around food trends. I also notice a pervasive amount of digestive and circulation issues. The one mistake we keep making? Jumping on the latest diet trend which destroys our gut, and this affects everything else. I want you all to enjoy what I call high-level eating. Having a cheat meal every couple of weeks or months while cooking easy, delicious, healthy foods daily. Clean food doesn't have to consist of raw kale salads and boring bean dishes. Nor are trendy acai bowls good for you or the indigenous cultures where we obtain it. Remember, I'm a foodie. I don't care how healthy it is. If it tastes gross or harms the ecology of the planet, I won't eat it or recommend it. This round of high-level eating only covers one area you need to master, and it's the latest trend that just won't end. Fat. If you don't care about all the claims or plan to try it, please keep listening. Many of your friends and family may try it, and I want you to have answers for them. Even if you already understand how fat works and use quote-unquote normal amounts, I urge you to listen more. Quote-unquote normal amounts aren't healthy. Our desire for quick weight loss is killing us. Lose 48 pounds in 38 days. The shocker about keto. So simple, so effective. These are headlines on 2 different magazines I just saw. Unnatural, unhealthy, unsustainable. I want you to get excited about stepping on the scale, not throw out the scale away. It's useless, as someone's doctor recently told them. Really? This is a person who's teaching you to be healthy? I won't talk about the basics of fat, like how many calories are in each gram, whether you should look for mono, poly, unsaturated, so on. because that is boring, trust me. I've taught it before to yogis in training. Until you know, aka experience, healthy fat levels, those marketing whizzes have you at their mercy, and you won't cook 100% healthy meals. My LG plate recommends a low or no oil lifestyle, depending on what you're making. This ends up being a low-fat lifestyle, but not too low in fat. Yes, you can have too little fat. You need enough fat to stimulate your gallbladder with each meal, but not so much that your dinner causes health problems. The healthy level of fat is around 15 to 20% each day, depending on your health and goals. This breaks down to about 1,800 of calories, equaling about 36 grams of fat, or a 2,000 calorie diet equaling about 40 grams of fat per day. And it sneaks in faster than you think, which is why I suggest moderation at each meal. For instance, an avocado has about 9 grams depending on the variety. An ounce of nuts, which is about a quarter of a cup, has 13 or more grams of fat. Even whole grain pasta has about 2 grams per serving. Every fruit and vegetable has fat, even if it's negligible. It adds up. I hate calorie, point, macro counting, and so on. Yes, I know it works for some. It's a waste of your time, it isn't what really matters, and it removes you 100% from the most important factor, connecting to nature through your meals. Food connects you to something greater than yourself. It makes you grateful for all the people who it took to get the abundance on your plate. So here's the skinny on fats, what to focus on, that is, and a great spaghetti western movie reference for those who pick up on it. The good. Fats, aka fatty acids, control how our bodies function on multiple levels. There are multiple types of specialized fats in every cell that control hormone regulation, DNA expression, body temp, immunity, cell function, and much more. Fats are also necessary for storage of fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, K, and B12. Chewing is essential to fat digestion and requires special enzymes to digest them, lipase. This makes you feel fuller longer. We all have individual enzyme levels, meaning not everyone breaks down fat as easily. But you need to chew so your brain triggers the release of enzymes. Most people aren't chewing like they should, 25 to 32 chews per bite. Are you doing the chew long enough? The best sources of fats are whole foods, nuts, seeds, butters, and olives. If you still use small amounts of oil like we do, you'll find EFAs, essential fatty acids, in flax, extra virgin olive, and sesame oils. Essential fatty acids are acids your body can't make. These fats turn rancid and oxidize fast, so cook on low heat and store them in a cool, dark place. Note, you must refrigerate flax and never cook with it. Ghee, toasted or unrefined sesame, olive, and refined coconut oils are best for cooking. All other oils are problematic for other reasons. Canola is GMO, palm is disastrous for the planet, safflower can be problematic for those with daisy allergies, and most oils contain high levels of omega-6s leading to inflammation. Omega-3 fatty acids, also called N3 fats, reduce the risk of many diseases. Grain-fed cattle contain more of these since they are consuming it in grass. The same holds true for truly free-range or pasture-raised chickens. I suggest bypassing the cow and chicken and eat your greens and seeds, though. You get the good fats yourself without the added growth hormones, antibiotics, and horror animals endure. Your retina and brain cell membranes are about 50% N3 fat. Populations eating more N3 fatty acids suffer less heart attacks and brain diseases than we see in the US. N3 oils help suppress stress hormones and during postpartum. Fetuses require excessive amounts of DHA, stripping it from mom and leaving her depressed. Bump up those omegas during pregnancy. The brain is constantly growing and changing shape as long as we continue to learn and eat properly. This is called neuroplasticity, and DHA and N3 is crucial for this process. These fatty acids also relieve or eliminate autoimmune diseases and diabetes. Note, you must decrease the amount of N6s even when increasing N3s. You can add uncooked omegas to your daily diet with about 3 halves of English walnuts, a quarter teaspoon of flax oil, or a teaspoon of ground flaxseed. Omega-9 fatty acids are monosaturated fats such as olive oil. These are neutral or beneficial to our health in small amounts. The bad. Fat cells store toxins, which makes short detox programs less efficient than longer detox programs. Eating a whole food, low-fat, plant-based lifestyle requires little to no detox, ever. Reducing fat and processed foods reduce stored fat in your body. Omega-6 fatty acids, N6s, are corn, safflower, sunflower, peanut, and soybeans. In excess, these cause disease, and the typical SAD diet, standard American diet, is 10 to 1 or more N6 to N3. Even eating equal amounts of N6 and N3 isn't enough. The key is to raise N3 levels while reducing N6 oils. Processed foods, baked or fried foods, all equal high levels of N6, omega-6s. These N6s cause inflammation within our cells, similar to the effects of having a virus 24/7. Our body reacts to these fats as it does a virus, so you feel tired, achy, etc., just like you do with a virus. This low-grade inflammation leads to multiple health problems. And the ugly. Processing any oil with heat becomes the real danger in fats. Instead of filling a skillet with oil, use a tiny amount or use it only as a finishing oil. I'm certified through Forks Over Knives as a no-oil chef if you ever need help learning this technique. Processed foods are problematic because you have no control over the ingredients or how they're made. Imagine adding an unhealthy oil to an already highly processed food when you cook it. The problem compounds while your health declines. The government and lobbyists confuse us with fats. Rarely is oil healthy, yet here's how the story unfolds as they tell it. In the 1900s, hydrogenated oils hit the market, and there's an increase in heart conditions and all diseases. Instead of considering these highly processed oils, these new ones, they blamed saturated fats. In 1965, the American Heart Association removes the statement about eating less of these dangerous trans fats and hydrogenated oils. 65 years later? In 1985, the war on cholesterol began. We're told saturated fats and tropical oils that contain cholesterol are evil. Egg yolks, palm, coconut. This led to higher levels of partially hydrogenated oils or trans fats in the form of products like margarine. Since 2010 and beyond, we've removed most of the trans fats from foods and labeled foods as trans fat-free, as if that makes the fat healthy. Do we still trust the government and lobbyists to tell us fat is safe and helps our brains and bodies function better? With rising rates of obesity and mortality? With the back and forth research that's often funded by the industry that wants more sales? Your pancreas struggles to process fat. It's the hardest macronutrient for it to process. Your pancreas secretes insulin to get glucose from our blood into cells. If your pancreas is struggling because of too much fat, can you see how so many of us are insulin resistant and diabetic? Fat surrounds cells, blocking glucose from entering your cells. The excess sugar remains in your blood, increasing blood sugar levels and leading to, you guessed it, diabetes too. It ain't just the processed carbs and sugar. I have multiple clients who eat whole food carbs and natural sugars daily, and their blood sugar gets lower and lower the longer they stay with me. While there is no one-size-fits-all idea for healthy eating, there are basic guidelines for the foundation of our health. I created the LG plate to lay the foundation for your health so you can lose weight and increase your energy levels. Focus on 1 or 2 changes at a time with food, as you would with exercise or any other healthy habit or routine you are forming. Allow 2 to 3 weeks between each habit before introducing another so it becomes a lifestyle change, not a temporary quick fix. The media has disconnected us from our individuality by promoting the average, the norm, and typical results. Sadly, even average folks are unhealthy. We're striving for better than normal ranges of blood results, vitamin and mineral levels, and hormones, and we won't get there in 38 days, my friend. This is your life. It's worth the time you take to create your healthy vision of it. We all metabolize food differently. How many of you react differently to a food your spouse, friends, or family member eats? Your mood, your season, your heritage, exercise routine, and stress levels affect every cell and how you metabolize nutrients. These aren't things you can quickly learn in a crash diet. Remember, I want you to collaborate with me. Who are you? Who do you want to be in life if anything was possible? Let's end the cycle of limited potential. Let's stop medicating ourselves instead of listening to our body talking to us. Next, I'll discuss the world of spices and give you a cheat sheet to help build quick, easy, delicious international foods. Spices are a secret arsenal for health, and I don't want you focusing on just one as all the trendy claims promote. Turmeric for inflammation. Eat this to lower blood sugar. Yeah, so stay tuned. Yours in health, Alicia.